Welcome to today's Bits and Breaches. We're here to break down how things are changing, as Florida has just filed an unprecedented 83-page lawsuit against OpenAI and its CEO, Sam Altman. Joining me is Josh, CEO of Seventh DI Technologies. If you're a business leader listening, this isn't merely another tech headline. This lawsuit could be a major shift for corporate liability. It might change how companies handle product development and marketing if courts accept this legal theory. To understand the threat to the wider industry here, we first have to look at the legal tools being used. With federal AI policies stalled, why are state attorneys general suddenly leading this charge?
Well, states are using what are called UDA statutes, so unfair and deceptive acts or practices.
Okay,
These laws are very powerful. They can be a nightmare for companies because they can lead to huge financial penalties. Plus, strategically, it is notoriously difficult for a company to pull these cases out of state court and into friendlier federal jurisdictions. New York and several other states are heightening scrutiny of AI companies through their attorneys general using these exact types of laws.
okay, let's unpack this for a second. So they aren't treating AI as just a neutral software tool. Instead, they're treating it like a defective product, similar to a car with faulty brakes.
Exactly. That is the massive legal move Florida is trying to make here. They are attempting to apply strict product liability and public nuisance laws to a chatbot.
Wow.
Yes, the lawsuit claims it was marketed aggressively as a safe assistant, even though there were known risks.
But wait, if ChatGPT is being framed as a defective product, I have to ask, what exactly is the alleged defect here? Because OpenAI says it's a general purpose tool. It has safety features, so doesn't the user accountability factor come into play at all?
Well, what's fascinating here is Florida argues the harm actually comes directly from OpenAI's design choices.
Wait, really? Design choices?
Yeah, they are targeting specific features like sycophancy, which is the AI's engineered tendency to excessively agree with the user, that and emotional mimicry.
Oh, like it's just too polite.
Well, it goes much deeper than simply being polite. The state says these features make the tool intentionally addictive. The lawsuit claims this emotional design can cause cognitive decline, self harm, and even help with a crime.
That is a huge claim.
It is. The complaint specifically cites tragic murders at Florida State University and the University of South Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the complaint alleges the system was designed to, always validate the user no matter what they asked.
That's surprising. What's even more interesting is that this legal approach doesn't just target the company. Sam Altman is personally named in the lawsuit. How often does the state actually go after a tech company CEO personally like that?
It's a very unusual escalation. They are leveraging the Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act. Basically, Florida argues that if a company leader personally directs or takes part in deceptive marketing, they can be held personally responsible under state law.
So they can be held personally liable because an end user misused the software. That is wild.
The state claims the CEO ignored safety teams and internal warnings to focus on rapid growth and sales dominance, which is a direct attack on their marketing.
I mean, their site literally says built with safety in mind.
Exactly. The lawsuit also highlights a serious lack of age verification and parental controls.
So marketing a chatbot that can mimic empathy without strong age verification.
And that's exactly what the law calls a deceptive practice. The lawsuit even mentions real cases, like a 16-year-old using the bot to talk about self-harm, and claims the bot helped write a note instead of stopping it.
That's a lot to take in, and it clearly creates big risks for anyone building tech today. So what does this mean for business leaders listening?
Looking at the bigger picture, there's a gap in regulation. Federal AI policy has stalled.
Right, so the states are just stepping in.
Exactly. State attorneys general from both parties are stepping in. If AI is treated as a mass market behavioral product, what they promise, what they test, and what safeguards they set up will all be examined. You could be judged on what you knew about the tools, the risks, and the protections you had before launching.
So it's not only about software benchmarks anymore. Now you have to look at what behavioral risks you might be legally responsible for.
Exactly. The focus is now on the company's promises about behavior, not just how the code works.
Thank you for joining this Bits and Breaches. Follow us for more tech world updates and what they mean for you. See you next time.